Hey guys, I'm Allison. I'm really glad you're here today. So in today's video, I am going to do a tag video, and this tag video is called the small creator tag, which I love. It's because I am a small creator. It was created by the YouTube channel, the girl on YouTube who goes by, I just want to make sure I say her name right, Smoky Glow is her channel name, and I'll link that down below. But there are 14 questions here, and it's really got me thinking about my time on YouTube, so I'm really excited to answer them for you today. So let's just jump into the first question. The first question is, how many years have you been on YouTube? So I uploaded my first YouTube video on April 7th, 2014. So I'm going on this spring, it will be 5 years on YouTube, which is kind of crazy to think about. I definitely have been more consistent with my YouTube channel throughout the past year to 2 years, I would say, that I have been in the past. So yeah, it kind of feels like I'm just getting started in a way, and it kind of feels like I've been doing this a long time. Okay, what was your first video about? I'm pretty sure it was a haul. Yeah, pretty sure it was a haul. I love hauls. I still love hauls. I love watching hauls. I love filming hauls. I love hauling, like the process of hauling, of going out and buying products. I just still love them, and they are one of my more watched videos, especially when I do makeup videos, because I do a wide variety of content on my channel. So, okay, question number 3 is, who is your dream collab? I've been thinking about this a lot, and I think my dream collab would probably be Emily Noel, just because I love her channel, I love her whole vibe, I love her personality. She's been always so consistent on YouTube with who she is. At least I'm assuming that's who she is, because I don't know her personally, but she's been on YouTube a long time. She's been very consistent on YouTube for a long time, and she just seems like such a doll, and I love watching her channel, and she makes me laugh. And so yeah, I might have just fangirled out a little bit, but oh well. Yeah, I think she's, yeah, one of the best YouTubers out there. So anyway, okay, question number 4 is, what would it mean to you to make it on YouTube? This is another question that got me kind of thinking, because yeah, I don't know for sure. I think what would make me feel like I've made it on YouTube is if I could do YouTube as my full-time job. Now, with that, I wouldn't want to just be like surviving, to do, like, I'm just doing YouTube to survive, like paying my bills. Like, I'd want to be able to travel a little bit more and take some vacations, not like extravagant, like every month or anything like that, but maybe like, I feel like having a job where I could take like a couple of vacations a year, like 2 vacations a year, and go to like fun places, and just be able to pay off debts, be able to afford all the makeup that I want to buy. Yeah, I feel like that's how I would feel. That's what would make me feel like I made it on YouTube. I also would, this may sound really shallow, but I love makeup. It's such a huge passion of mine. I don't know why I'm going to get a little emotional here, but I think that something that would feel like an accomplishment, at least to me, is if I was able to get PR. Now, this isn't a plea for me to try and get PR, but like, if I got to the level where like people trusted my opinions enough that I got enough subscribers and enough views that then that got the attention of you know, the beauty industry, because let's face it, like that's a business transaction between YouTubers and beauty companies, makeup companies. It's a business deal. Like that's what that is when you're getting PR. You can offer them something. But what it means to me is like I have enough people that, like I said, trust me and value my opinion. That would feel like an accomplishment to me. So I hope that all makes sense. But yeah, I think receiving PR would be like, whoa, it'd be wild to me. But yeah, other than that, the other thing is like, I don't know if I would want to just work from home. Like, I feel like there's something appealing about it in a sense, but then I also feel like, man, it would be really quiet and kind of lonely. Sometimes I'd be okay with that, and sometimes I feel like I wouldn't be okay with that. So I don't know, man. It's an interesting question to think about, but it's a complex one for me to personally answer. Okay, question number 5 is, what is your end goal on YouTube? I don't think I have an end goal. I think, you know, if this all were to come to an end, like YouTube were to come to an end, or I had a legitimate reason why I would have to quit doing YouTube, I would just want to feel like, you know, something that I said that was bigger than makeup mattered to somebody, or, you know, just this interaction I have between, you know, you guys who are out there watching, and there's some of you who, you know, you watch every video, you comment, and it's just like, it is so fun for me to, I know like most YouTubers say this, but I truly do mean it. It is really fun for me to see like that there are people who want to talk with me. Like that's like, it's just exciting. So, I guess, yeah, like if it were to all to end, I would hope that, you know, like you guys who've been watching feel like you've gotten, you know, not only like makeup or like clothing ideas or opinions from me, but also that we have, you know, a deeper connection that goes beyond like makeup and clothes and all of that. Because while I love all that, like, you know, life is deeper than all of that. So life's about connecting with people, which is why YouTube is such an incredible platform, because it allows you to be able to connect with others. So anyway, question number 6, what is the hardest part about YouTube? Okay, there's 2 things. One is making the time, finding the time on top of a full-time job where I'm not like, you know, cutting short my full-time job, or I'm not having to cut short YouTube for my full-time job, because my full-time job can sometimes take a lot of my nights and weekends away from me, which, you know, I really enjoy my full-time job, but yeah. Oh, hi, June. It's a balancing act of trying to find the time to do YouTube on top of that. And most of you know that I'm going to be starting school here next week, going back for my master's in school counseling. So, yeah, it's going to get a little bit more tricky, but I'm going to try and make it work. So that's one of the things that's the hardest part about YouTube. The other hardest part about it is, and I'll get into that because a little bit more detailed later, because there's like specific questions about this, but one of the things this is like me being like really honest with you, is one of the things that I really like almost kind of fear on YouTube is getting like a mean comment that might like really hurt my feelings because I'm a human being and I have a lot of feelings. And while I know that when somebody makes a mean comment, that says more about that person than it does about me, it still like can affect my mood and get me down. So sometimes like when I'm not as quick to respond to the comments, sometimes it's just a pure lack of time. Sometimes it's like me being like, oh my gosh, I see a lot of comments. I hope one of them's not a mean comment that, you know, is gonna like kind of tear me down. Cause yeah, I'm a sensitive gal. And as I've gotten older, I know how to deal with that sensitivity better, but I'm still sensitive. So yeah, that's the other hardest part about YouTube. And honestly, guys, that's happened so rarely. So I'm really grateful for that because I am a small creator. Most of you guys are just full of love and positivity. So thank you so much for that. But I'll keep going. I'm going to answer the next question, and then there's another one that addresses this more. So question number 8, what is the funniest comment you've ever gotten? This one, like, kind of, I was like, funniest comment I've ever gotten. I don't know. This is kind of like borderline, kind of like funny mean, but I don't know if they intended to be either funny or mean. I don't think they intend to be funny. I don't know if they intended to be mean. But why am I holding up my fingers? I don't know. But anyway, I got this comment a while back. I think it was on one of my clothing haul videos. I'm not even going to waste my time or energy to go back and look for it. But I'm pretty sure somebody said something along the lines of, like, next time, could you be a little bit more upbeat? Because you almost put me to sleep. Ha ha ha. So, with that comment, I think to them, they probably thought that they were just giving me constructive criticism. That's not what constructive criticism means to me, though. Like, basically, it kind of felt a little bit like they were saying, be somebody who you're not. Because I hope most of you can tell, like, I don't get on camera and act like a different person from who I am. I get on camera and like kind of whatever mood I'm in that day is the person that you get. And like sometimes I'm super happy and upbeat. Sometimes I'm like chill and just like, you know, sometimes rarely like I'll just be like, oh, I really want to get this video done, and it feels like maybe a little rushed to me. I don't know if that comes across on camera or not, but yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel silly. Sometimes I feel sad, and like I'm trying not to let when I feel sad stop me from filming because I want to be able to kind of power through. Like today I just kind of feel relaxed and like kind of chilled out, and so that's how I feel like hopefully it's coming across on camera. You know, I'm able to kind of laugh at myself. But a comment that's like kind of just saying to me, how I interpreted it was, be somebody you're not. You know, you're not upbeat enough because you almost put me to sleep. So be more upbeat. Maybe I just wasn't feeling upbeat that day. So yeah, I don't really want to waste any more time talking about that comment because I don't think to me that was kind of a negative, and I just ignored the comment. I didn't like it. I didn't respond to it. That's kind of how I roll with negative comments, unless I kind of come up with like there was one time I came up with like what I felt like was a witty comeback, and I posted it. So yeah. That reminds me of another video I did where I ranted about Torrance customer service because I was really annoyed. I was in an annoyed mood and I filmed it. I probably wouldn't maybe do that again. But I also, yeah, anyway, I don't need to defend that. But like, there were a couple of comments that were like, girl, get a grip. And like, yeah, I was just trying to like show, you know, that I'm not always like super upbeat or super chill, or like I have different moods. I'm a human girl. So like, I don't know, maybe, you know, maybe I have a lot of moods. Anyway, that comment still kind of makes me chuckle. Okay, we're moving on to question number 9. I've rattled on about that enough. Question number 9 is, what is the meanest comment you've ever gotten? This is where it comes into like how I was talking earlier about opening the comments and like feeling like I was going to get a mean comment. And I'm going to try not to go on and on about this, but I did get a comment on one of my clothing haul videos a while back. Somebody said something along the lines of, they said like, I don't know, this is just like fat soccer mom fashion. That comment, like, you know, I wipe it off, you know, roll on with my life, but it's still like, I'm not gonna lie, it stung. Like, oh, Remy. Anyway, yeah, it just kind of hurt my feelings. And like, who knows who even was behind their little keyboard and said something like just rude like that. First of all, like, I do plus size clothing hauls. I know that I am a heavier person. I do not like to use the word fat because it just has a lot of negative connotations to it. Like, I know how I look. I know what I weigh. I know what size clothing I wear. I don't need somebody to tell me. Like, what's your point? Like, that's what I want to say. Like, yeah, okay. What is your point when you tell somebody that they're, you know, overweight? What's your point? Good. You have 2 eyes. You can see. Like, I know that about myself. Okay. June, go lay down. Second of all, soccer mom fashion. Let's unpack that for a minute here. I like my style. I love the clothes that are in my closet. I do not think I dress like a soccer mom. And the second half of that comment, soccer mom, would be mom. So I'm 35. I don't have kids. Part of that is by choice, and part of that is just because it has not happened in a natural way for me and my husband yet. I have a lot of complex feelings about that. Sometimes I'm like, I love my life. I really do. But sometimes I'm like, yeah, I want to be a mom. And sometimes I'm like, no, why would I want to, like, I don't want to say like, I don't know. Part of it is I see so many of my friends who are moms, and they're, bless their hearts, like literally, like they are stressed out a lot. And so part of me is just like, you know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The biggest, yeah, I don't want to go there yet. But yeah, I'm not a mom. So like, to deal with somebody making a comment like that, like, it just kind of hit on a lot of different, like, I guess, insecurities that I have. So that comment sucked. But yeah, you know, I go on, you got to go on with your life. Like, you can't let one comment, like, drive how you live your life. And I'm proud to say, like, that didn't stop me from uploading more clothing hauls. It's not going to stop me from uploading videos. So I guess I get the last laugh on that one. Okay. Question number 10. What other subject matter could you create a YouTube channel about? I have thought about this quite a bit. And probably it would be either like, I was thinking earlier this afternoon, I was like, oh, I could do a mukbang channel. Like, all you gotta do is eat food and talk to people. Like, I could do that. But honestly, what I would rather do a YouTube channel on is like either advice to teenage girls, or do more videos with my husband Darvin about marriage. Like, I would love to talk about either one of those topics more. They're two things that I feel very strongly about, but it's also like, man, who wants to listen to me talk about stuff like this? And like, how am I qualified to talk about stuff like this? Although that's why I'm going back to get my master's in school counseling, so that I can talk to high school girls about like that you are amazing people. You don't need a boyfriend to survive, and you're going to be okay. I know this like little petty drama seems like it's going to rock your world right now, but you're going to be okay. Now that's obviously really very simplified down. I think that there are stressors in teenagers' lives that I did not have to deal with growing up, like social media. But yeah, I would love to dive deeper into that. So, what video are you most embarrassed by? This is question number 12. I don't know if I'm embarrassed. I don't really want to say that I am embarrassed by any video, because every video I've done has kind of led me to where I'm at today. And like, I feel like I've gotten more comfortable on camera. I feel like I've upped my quality, and yeah, so I'm not gonna be embarrassed about anything that I've done in my past. I'm proud of the videos I've done and the content that I've put out there. I've been very like conscientious of what I do put out there. So whereas, I started this when I was like 31. So yeah, maybe if I had started when I was a teenager, that would have been a different story, but YouTube wasn't around when I was a teenager, so I didn't have to worry about that. Okay, question number 13. What video are you most proud of? I think any video that I've done relating to clothing. So like, I'm proud of myself that I started that on my channel. Clothing hauls, lookbook. I've done like maybe one or two actual like lookbooks where you put the music over it and you do different outfits. But now I do like my weekly lookbooks where I show you just my outfits that I've been wearing throughout the week. And like my clothing videos are the videos that get the most views. And I think that's probably because, it's not as saturated of a market on the YouTube platform, doing plus size content like that as makeup is. So I'm super proud of those. That first one that I uploaded, I don't even know when it was. I know it was like a summer video and I wore shorts, and I don't even wear shorts that often, like the shorts that I wore in that video, but that was like a step out of my comfort zone for sure. So I'm super proud that I took that step. So yeah. And the last question is, what is your first YouTube memory? This one is so easy for me. My first YouTube memory is, hold on, let me just see if I can find the video to see what year it was in. Wow, Wow, oh my gosh, this is crazy. My first YouTube memory was watching Pixie Woo, the sisters who live in the UK, the sisters behind the Real Techniques brush line. So on March 12th, 2009, I don't know if this is the exact date that I watched the video, but this is when it was uploaded, so I'm assuming it was around then. So nearly 10 years ago. I watched a YouTube video by Sam called Kim Kardashian Makeup Tutorial, and I so remember seeing that video, and that's like what kind of reignited my passion for makeup. I've always been interested in makeup. When I was younger, Mary Kay was a huge brand, you know, in the Midwest. I was big into Clinique for a while before YouTube. And this video is what introduced me to MAC makeup, which is then what introduced me to so much other makeup. And I mean, since then, the makeup community, the makeup business world has totally changed. But she used the eyeshadow Satin Taupe in Black Tide, and I went to a MAC counter and I wanted those shades. I got those shades. I still have those shades in my collection. This video is what started it all for me. And I don't even think that makeup look would look good on me now, honestly. But I think I did wear it a few times back in the day. But that is my first YouTube memory. So, yeah. And guys, that is all the questions. The dogs are just, it's their active time of the day, so you're seeing a lot of dogs back here. But anyway, thanks so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!